Okay. Settle down, class, please. Take a seat, straighten your tie, and sharpen your pencils. Greetings, pupils. Hello, corneas. Big up to the irises and retinas too. My apologies, I couldn't resist. I love vitreous humour. Don't give me the stink eye. Welcome, one and all, to year 8 of the Lager Logs Point of View with Tom and Stu. I'm Tom, he's Stu. Say hello, Stu.
Hello.
That was lovely. So,
Yes.
guys, what?
No,
It's back talk then.
Positive,
A bit of back talk.
just positive reinforcement of hey, you do good job. Just carry on with that. Thank you for all the effort you've put in so far.
Quiet down in the back there. All right.
Oh,
Mr.
you're gonna give me
Sutherland,
lines.
Get my eyes on you. Okay. Now you got to clean the lines. All right. This pint tastes disgusting.
You know,
So.
you can't threaten us. He's not even wearing a belt. He's wearing jammy bottoms.
Yeah, because that doesn't really fit these pajama bottoms. Guys, first on the agenda today, it's that time now. You're all old enough. I think we should sit you down and have the talk. You know the one I mean. The birds and the beers. Basically,
Is that no
when
Williams
two-
Brothers bottle?
I'm going to... Is it what? No, that's not stolen from them. I promise. Yes, it is. Basically, when two podcasters love each other very much, Mr. Stork drops in from the sky and delivers a couple of newborn Nuki Browns. The couple share a very intimate moment, a very special moment, and a beautiful burpy baby is born. That's the jizz of it, really. Though
For
only
fuck's sake.
use contraception if you know the Konami code. Need a lot of fingers for that. Mr. Sutherland, how are you? Nice to be back on term time.
Have we started recording yet? Is this? Have you?
I forgot to again.
Have we? Is this the episode?
Is this the episode? Or is this
I
some
thought I had like a
fever dream I'm having? My throat is
Yeah.
dry again. I've been waiting an hour to drink these beers. I'm surprised I got through that without sputtering. How are you, dude? You okay?
I'm good. Yeah, I say that as I'm rubbing my temples with my eyes closed. You know, Windows updates happen. We've survived. It's been a busy week, and we have beer, so things
have
are
beer.
getting better.
Buddy, we're going to get to it shortly. We've got a very strong pairing tonight. We haven't had a particularly great experience on the wheat beer in the past, but we're giving it another go and hoping and praying we dig Blue Moon's Belgian White, really making up for lost time on the Belgian style beer. That's 3 we've done in a row on the show, and I'm really running out of jokes on the topic. And then stumbling and slobbering just behind that, we have a Pisshead favourite, Gold Label, Barley Wine. Stu, are you looking forward to these two? How are your anxiety levels?
Oh, they're on edge.
Me
Like
too,
just
man, me too.
why did I let this cunt choose the wheel? Next season it's my wheel.
Come on now, no regrets. Let's do it. Let's jump in. Let's first try Blue Moon Belgian White. Let's just do it, man. Come on,
Yeah.
we gotta do it straight away. No
Right.
point messing around.
I think I've brought like a colander or a sifter just in case, because mine's had a lot of sediment in it, a lot of
You're gonna take out the
protein,
lumps, yeah?
because it was an unfiltered, obviously, process for this particular beer. Oh, it's filling the room with a smell already.
Yeah, it's very cloudy. This one is
It's
pleasant on
Isn't-
the nose.
yeah.
Pleasant on the nose.
aye, because
like-
obviously,
Not taste. Sorry, smells kind of just like a standard lager at the moment.
well, the way you're sniffing it, I'm not surprised if you are tasting it. I reckon if you're reliving your fucking 20s and shoving things up your nose.
Isn't the fast sweats getting to your bloodstream?
So,
Oh no, sorry,
No,
that's through
just-
your eye.
yeah, just, fuck, he's doing it.
My
No.
good eye. I'm willing to sacrifice it for
No,
the show.
take out the bad one and
Anything.
just pour it into the gap.
Anything for the show. Sure, you ready?
Yes, I have my Hoegaarden tumbler.
Perfect. How
From
very
one
apt.
beer to another.
all the way, buddy. I wanna see the color of this.
So Barmy's like, I need to do a 3-part infrastructure. I need my tumbler. I need to sift the weird cinnamon out, then pour the beer from high level.
Oh man, you can do it. The all the taste is in the
all the shit I don't want to drink.
Jeez.
It's like a science experiment. Try and not drop any of this on my laptop.
Yeah, mate, all the taste is in the sediment, honestly. That's a very frothy brewski.
Yes, I've clearly poured out the worst. Right. We'll
Ratio's
go
a bit
into
up
our
there,
other beer
but don't
first
worry.
to let that one settle. I'll just go for a wee.
Should have a little drink see out of the bottle. Let's do it.
Oh, it's light.
Hmm.
You actually, the orange peel, they're not lying.
Do you know what? I'm really surprised by that. I wasn't expecting to like that as much as I do. It's very light, isn't it? The taste is quite subtle. I was expecting it to be a bit more rambunctious in terms of the flavour, but that's not too bad at all, man.
What is your history with wheat beer?
So in terms of wheat beer, the only one I've had previously is Hoegaarden that we covered all the way back on episode 2 of season 1. And with this particular one, I feel like I have had it on draft before, but ages ago. When I didn't really know kind of what it was or what style it was. I just kind of had it because it was there, but I can't remember a lot about it. But this is interesting. Yeah, this took me by surprise.
If you want a head update, it's now 50-50.
Ooh, should be
50% head, 50%.
I think we're going to be about 90-10 once I've told the lovely people about this beer. First time for everything, man. And funnily enough, depends on how funny you find liquid, I suppose. This is the first American beer we've done on the show. Which is kind of crazy.
It says, Belgian style.
Well,
I'll shut my puss.
This is a wit beer or Belgian white ale style beer, standing at a furious 5.4%. This sucker was created by Keith Villa in Denver, Colorado, and first brewed in 1995. Ingredients-wise, amongst the usual suspects, we have white wheat, orange peel, coriander, and oats. So this is basically the perfect breakfast beer. It's often served with an orange slice on draft. So a great beverage for all those out there with deep-seated scurvy concerns. These guys have a lot of weird and wonderful shit in their back catalogue and have brewed such unholy sights as a Harvest Pumpkin Ale in 2011, a Peanut Butter Ale in 2013. I got to admit that one sounds kind of interesting.
Sounds very weird.
And a Cappuccino Oatmeal Stout in 2015. A beer this good only comes around once in a blue moon. Their words, not mine. We're going to have to see on that one, dude. Right, Stu, while we debate if we even want to carry on with the show, if it's not too personal, please tell me about your last beer's watch.
My last beer's watched. It was quite simple. 2 tins this week.
Lovely stuff.
I had Drygate's Bearface Lager Lite.
Interesting.
Which was part of this Aldi's craft beer festival. So this was their Lager Shandy.
Interesting.
Clocking in at 2.5%. And
seems about right for a Lager Shandy.
Yeah, I was just like, drinking cloudy water.
Not good.
It was just it's my own fault. It's a 2.5% Lager Shandy. Why am I expecting flavour?
Yeah, more of kind of like a session kind of, as you always say, barbecue beer.
Yeah, so just again, I was wanting more of a punch to it. And even my past experiences with getting shandies, It would always be a case of you'd be getting a tenants and they would top up with lemonade. There's your shandy.
Yeah, man.
And I was looking for like that strong lemonade vibe, and it wasn't there. It was clearly, it's like you've got a glass of water with one of those dissolvable paracetamol tablets inside it.
A little bit of an Alka-Seltzer situation.
Yeah, like that, and an aftertaste of lime.
That's an after drinking drink
Yes.
rather than a drinking drink. How does it compare to the Kopberg we had on the show a few episodes ago?
The Kopberg had flavour.
Yeah, a lot of flavour, but it had flavour
and volume.
It did, man. It did. Yeah, that was
something else. But
that was something else. Yeah,
I'd always say I was disappointed in the beer. It's not the beer's fault. It was me. I chose the beer. I chose to buy a 2.5% lager shandy.
You're being very hard on yourself tonight.
So
it's okay.
So I don't blame the beer. I'm pretty sure Drygate do some great beers. I just haven't tried them yet. But I've just started, like, I've dipped my toe into the pool and it's a bit too cold for my liking.
Have you got some more of their brewskis lined up?
I have. I've got a tropical IPA put aside, so I expect good things from that.
Mm.
And talking of,
dude.
Yeah, and talking of tropical IPAs, I tried Lomond Brewery's Welcome to the Jungle, which is a mango and pineapple IPA. Sorry, mango and pineapple pale.
Interesting. So it had the characteristics of a pale ale, but with more of a fruity punch.
Yeah,
interesting.
And it's your usual. It had a great fruity smell in the nose. When drinking it, it was a slight taste of mango. It wasn't kind of like a strong punch of it. It was definitely like a really better drink, but just that kind of fruity aftertaste. And I think I had it when I was sitting playing the computer last night, so I wasn't kind of constantly necking it. I was kind of going to it occasionally when there was like a moment in the game I could just pause it, have a quick swig of beer. So as it kind of warmed up, I kind of got more of the flavours. At that point, when I was getting to the bottom of the bottle,
unlocked itself a little bit as time progressed. That's awesome, dude. What percentage is that one?
That was I think it was a 4%.
Okay.
So that wasn't too bad. That
sounds really good.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have it again. I don't know. I think it's just a case I kind of like more flavour. But it's like, fuck it, let's try it once.
Yeah, of course, dude. Of course. I think when it comes to, like the stuff with a bit of fruit, I think I prefer more of like a mellower taste when it comes to the fruit and a bit more kind of subtle taste to it. But when it comes to the fruit, so maybe that one would work for me a bit better. Good stuff, man.
But Thomas, TKW, you had a drink this week, pal?
A pretty light week again for me, dude. I think light week for both of us. I think
that introduction sounded very light.
We're either getting old or we've just been very busy. In terms of new discoveries for me, I've only really got the one, but the one I would like to highlight is a banger, and that is Golden Pride, a Fuller's beer, which I feel is a pretty underrated brewer. Their extra special bitter is fantastic too.
Now, in terms of, sorry, can I interrupt? I'll put my hand up.
Of course you can. You should do.
Get in theme with the
correct
episodes,
etiquette. Yes.
Which I don't know what the fuck he's on about, but still, sir, excuse me, is this at all related to the London's Pride?
You got it, buddy boy. Yeah, I was going to ask you if you were familiar with that one because that is their flagship beer, and I see that one often. Mm-hmm. That's their best bitter, I think. Have you tried that one?
I haven't. I just saw it in store.
Awesome.
I did recognize it when I was on holiday. That they had a spar on the caravan site.
Yeah. I remember you showing me the picture. Yeah. At that point, I don't think I'd tried any of the range at that point. But it's one that I'd seen a lot of as well. Was a London Pride, so it's good to know that it's kind of quite common around your neck of the woods as well, man. But that's one I'm probably going to get to. Definitely going to get to. But this one, it's got the tagline of superior strength ale, and man, it's pure diesel. It's 8.5%.
Oh.
And it's packing an extremely licorice hit in terms of flavor. I mean, I love licorice, so it's okay with me. But it's backed by a really thick, malty back end, and I really liked it. But I couldn't see you having more than one in the same session. Honestly, I mean, it's maybe not as well balanced as some of the other strong ales I've had, but I'm really looking forward to giving this one another go soon. And checking out the London Pride as well, because the 2 beers I've had from them so far have been incredible. But yeah, that's about it for me, dude. Look, let's address the elephant in the room. How does Blue Moon compare to Hoegaarden? Lay it on me.
It just fucking jumps right over it. Definitely, wheat beers went right back up. Cow. In my estimation. Don't butcher that. But yeah, this is surprisingly like kind of fun, light. There's no real bitterness, and if there is, it's nothing. Like just through maybe our taste buds of drinking all this funky beer has made it a little bit more tolerable, but.
Yeah.
No, this is definitely kind of a decent little beer.
Yeah, I mean, I know it sounds really weird, but I feel it's almost like a bubblegum kind of back end to it. Maybe like a fruity kind of bubblegum back end. Like it feels a bit artificial. Like I thought it was going to be maybe a bit more, I don't know. I think probably my taste buds been ruined because last week doing the cherry beer that we did, the Bacchus, that was such a fresh fruit taste. Had such a fresh fruit taste to it, whereas this one feels a bit more kind of artificial to it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get the bubblegum fruit vibe at the end of it, but there's clearly refreshing taste.
There's like a sweetness, like a subtle sweetness to it, like a very subtle sweetness. Yeah.
And I keep harking on, but it's got a lightness to it. Where this might just because it is wheat that we're dealing with here.
Possibly, so, yeah. It doesn't taste like a 5.4% to me.
Yeah, is this what it is?
At all, yeah, dude.
Oh man, then we're going to splash in a 7% after it. Yeah,
sounds like us.
Yeah, there's not a lot of thought put into it.
Well, yeah, man, I'm really surprised. Yeah, really surprised. Really, really enjoyable brewski.
It's giving me hope for more wheat.
Definitely, dude, and it's just fantastic to kind of try another Belgian, because again, it's something that we didn't really cover on the first season, and we've been getting into a lot of recently, which is cool because it's a whole new world.
And I'm surprised because obviously I'm just going right over that, Tom. I'm not paying any mind to that. My initial reaction was like, when you look at the beer bottle and you notice a big sort of clump of white at the bottom of the bottle, you get the fear. It's like, what the fuck has happened to this?
Oh, mine's got a little bit in there. Not a lot, a little bit. Have you got anything in your sieve?
No, the sieve was wasted. I'm going to have to wash that for no reason now.
Such a ball,
it's just got a little bit foam. Oh, I've just dripped a little onto the. I'm sorry, that's a bad time to stop in the middle of a sentence, but the touchpad has now got a drop of Belgian White on it.
What were we saying about sex education? I can't.
So that's next. But so, Tom, you fucking derailed me. What was I thinking? What was I talking
about?
Something
about dodgy stuff in the bottom of your glass.
The floaters. Settle down. This happened to me at the beginning of the year where I bought a bottle of beer and had it looked like clay was in it, and I was like, "What the fuck happened here?" And the company come back to me saying it's like sediments, like it's what they put into the beer to kind of give it its flavor, like the proteins, and it's obviously, especially when a beer is unfiltered, there's a better chance of this stuff ending up in the bottles. And when I looked and saw I had the same shit at the bottom of my Blue Moon tonight, I was like, aye. And a wee Google again, it confirmed that Blue Moon Belgian White is an unfiltered style of beer. So this is common, but through drinking it, I know I did bring my sifter and fucking poured a drink through it, which I'm surprised didn't piss all over the living room.
You're just going to do that later.
Yeah.
You're going to make sure that happens.
See that corner over there? You're getting it. No. But this is poured nice. There's not any obvious, like, you take a swig of beer and it's like, wait, I just fucking swallowed something. Like, you don't want that in your beer.
No, not really. As I say, it's a big part of the unfiltered beer, which is obviously not particularly common when it comes to kind of bottles. But yeah, I mean, I say for me, there's no kind of graininess to it or grittiness, and I was expecting that with the kind of the way it looked in terms of the cloudiness. But yeah, I've absolutely demolished that. Went down very smoothly.
How are we doing for time?
We're on 25 minutes now, so I'm gonna absolutely blast through this next bit because I've got people to see, things to do. Do you know what I mean?
Okay,
so
Tommy's all growing up.
Stu, please stay with me after we finish recording, just for 30 minutes. Just anything you've got, please. Any time you could spare, I'd appreciate it.
Looking to end the call now.
Please. Right, our second beer of tonight is Gold Label Barley Wine. Now, I've been looking forward to Stu trying this for a very long time. I'm so happy that we finally got to it, and I'm so happy that Stu had to buy a six-pack as well.
No, it was a 4-pack.
4-pack
cost me £6. So this better be fucking good.
Extremely happy about that. It's probably going to take you about 2 months to get through, bud. But let's do it, man. I'm so ready. Can is absolutely sweating. Oh.
Should I pour it through my sifter as well? No.
It's gonna be okay, buddy. It smells lovely.
Is it?
Yeah, can you smell that? It smells like a park bench, the rain, not getting a good night's sleep.
Who is Lorraine and why is she on the park bench?
Class. What are you getting anything from the odor that's emitting from the can? No.
There is a light scent to it, but
scent, light scent.
I can't tell you exactly what notes or tones I'm picking up.
Kind of like very malty, like a lot of malt going on, like that same kind of fruity maltiness that you get from say a brown ale. Definitely kind of picking that up. But bud, are you pouring this time, or you going?
I'm just going to
hobo
drink it.
Style? Let's do it, man.
Drink it for the can.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. Well, that's got a funny little taste to it, hasn't it?
What do you reckon?
It's not punchy. I was expecting for the volume this.
You expecting a bit more, were you? You expecting a bit more were you, from the taste?
Something a little bit more offensive, aye.
Really? Okay. It's almost got like, I don't know whether you get like a whiskey kind of burn, not a burn to it. That would be a bit too.
No, but definitely on your taste buds, it's kind of got that.
It's like a sizzle, like a.
I was gonna say a whiskey's like that sour.
That's yeah. That kind of same test to it. Test what? This is a test. doing this show as a test and drinking this,
But,
an even
oh,
bigger
it's
one.
malty.
Malty, man, yeah, like really, really, not really malty. It's a bit. I'm already stumbling over my words, and I've had about 3 sips. That is the power of Gold Label, my friends. Yeah, it's got a very naughty and nostalgic taste for me. First, I had it with my uncle in the very early days of my drinking career. It was always one that seemed to pop up in like birthday parties at the local working men's club or any of the dusty old pubs we could sneak into without ID when I was growing up, and everyone would band together and put a quid in to buy it. It was always like a fiver or something ridiculous, but it's popped up many times in my adult drinking life as either a birthday present or an insomnia cure. Sometimes both. Long live the label, I say. But yeah, guys, if you're
Sound
familiar,
like you're out of fucking
I don't know
Charles
why I'm
Dickens
crying. Like I said, no, I'm
fucking
crying
novel.
now. I'm crying a little bit. I think
You and the other street urchins putting your money together to get some fucking Gold Label, treating it like a fucking sleep aid and medicine. All right, Timmy, calm down.
This makes me just throw my crutches, dude, and just jump for joy.
I'm hammered.
Yes.
He just falls over.
A little bit like that, buddy. Yes, a little bit. Guys, this is Gold Label Barley Wine, standing at a sinister 7.5%. It's put out by nowadays by AB InBev, but a lot of time AB on the sofa, and has been since the.
I didn't get that one either. If our listeners are confused, I'm with you.
Always are. It was originally a product of Whitbread, which is basically a hotel and restaurant company now, but was originally a brewery formed in 1742 by Samuel Whitbread, founded in Spitalfields, East London. By the 1780s, they were the largest brewery in the world, and between 1961 and 1971, Whitbread's output increased from 46 to 160 million imperial gallons, and it became Britain's third largest brewer by output. A lot of the company's history is kind of hospitality based, which seems a bit daft to get into here, so I won't. Sadly, really sad, not a lot of up-to-date info is available about their other beers on offer in the present day, but their Whitbread Best Bitter, bottled pale ale and extra stout seem to be extremely rare but still available, judging by a lot of the pictures floating about on the internet. Sad state for such a historical brewery, but let's hope it becomes a bit more available in the future. Okay, next up, another batch of make or break listeners' questions.
God, I love them.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're dancing there, but is that your listeners' questions dance? I like that.
Shake it off the Gold Label going, it's got a taste at the end of it. I'm just trying to figure it out. It's not like a licorice, but I feel like it's kind of like almost like a hard-boiled sweet taste to it.
Like a humbug kind of flavour.
Maybe.
Speaking about little Timmy. Right. While you try and work that out.
You boy, get me listeners' questions. What day is this?
Yeah, sure. Isabell Rosina asks, which came first, the pint glass or the tankard? And look, I gotta say, I mean, Isabel, baby, do you have Wikipedia? Could you not just ask Jeeves? Maybe inquire on RuneScape. I mean, I feel like you just wanted to enter our competition, and I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to distrust our listeners. If this is a joke, you forgot to write the punchline.
She was not expecting us, 9 weeks later, to actually be discussing her mindless comment.
If you know what I'm saying, Stu.
I didn't because I was talking over you.
Right, I would like to know the answer to this, actually. Please, Stu. You said you knew this and you wanted to answer it.
It's got to be the tankard.
Of course it is, yeah.
I don't know. Like I feel like Vikings, right? Okay,
Dude, yeah.
maybe they're not when they're not drinking out of the horns of dead animals. It's got to be a tankard. I don't see these cunts blowing glass anytime soon.
You need obviously the dead animal horns to kind of dry for at least a day or so after you wash them. You need something to use while they're dry.
Mm-hmm.
Use a tankard.
A tankard. It's got to be.
It is. It's on Wikipedia.
Whoa.
Just check Wikipedia. Just go on it. It's
What's happened? Have you? You're almost you're Benjamin Button then. Like you came up quite masculine at the start of like season 1, episode 1.
Testicles.
Now you're being neutered.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not going to do any good for your new relationship.
Dude.
Let's try something new.
You're right, baby. How you doing? You want to go out with me? You want to go out to the cinema? I promise not to cut a hole in the bottom of the popcorn.
Anyway, like that's
so.
Yeah,
do you want to have a comment on this question or not? Did you want to make some kind of comment or not? Or you just want to?
I feel like I provided quite a lot of it there. Talking about the Vikings, tankards, blowing glass. You know, I've done my end.
Okay, that's fine.
You just done a spooky voice.
That's what we both specialize in, isn't it? Really, that's our strengths. That's what we're bringing to the podcast.
A pair of bullshit artists.
Yeah, man.
These guys they what they're going on about.
The listeners know that. They know full well now what the sitch is. So I'm gonna just skip that. It's probably gonna get deleted out the final edit. I'm gonna go.
I'm not gonna complain either because our listener figures pretty much doubled this month. So.
Ooh, dude, that's cause for celebration.
Double digits, ladies and gentlemen.
Fantastic. I'm so glad there's people out there just, enjoying the party that we bring on a Friday night,
Enjoying the pish that we deliver on a Sunday afternoon.
Yes.
Yeah, don't lie, Tom.
Honesty is the best policy. Right. Rich.K.R asks, what is the difference between real ale and craft beer? But, that's a good question. But it's a bit like comparing apples and oranges as they're two completely different things. I don't drink mainstream beer, so I can't really speak on its behalf.
So wait, okay, let's pause. Let's pause that video.
Yeah.
What is this character you're playing? Who is this guy?
That's not a character. That's
dive in. Because I feel the difference between
Is this inside the active studio? Is this happening right now? Are we doing this?
Sure, I'm the host.
That's James Lipton. James Lipton iced tea. He's my boy. That's my boy.
Okay.
So I won't have anything said about him.
We could tell that 7.5% has kicked in. So, this question, it feels like, what's the difference between your real ales and your craft beer? It's kind of like, well, it's what your dad drinks and it's what you drink.
You could look at it like that. Yeah, I mean, it basically boils down to real ale is more of a traditional beer.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you had the chance, next time you see your dad, would you sling like a New England IPA his way?
My dad's he's pretty hip. He's pretty down with the kids. He probably would be open to something a bit more crafty. But yeah, I think obviously with real ale, it's matured in the cask and it's it's kind of a bit warmer and a bit flatter than draft beer, and it could be brewed by either a big or small brewery. You do get real ale in the bottle, but it's a bit more rarer, whereas craft beer could technically be classed as any output from a smaller independent brewery, and that would likely come in the form of a can or a bottle. That's really kind of the breakdown of it. There may be beers that straddle the line, but they should really stop showing off. Tightrope walking is extremely dangerous, and if you don't have legs and just a flat metal bottom, you'd fall and hit the ground and die. Silly beers.
Okay.
Shoot, is this your first time on the Barley Wine?
I think so, because I didn't
No.
know this fucking thing existed.
I know you've been getting into your stronger ales recently. How does this one strike you?
It's not bad. It's subtle.
Mm.
It's definitely one of these deceptive beers where it's like, this is all right. I wouldn't cry at a 7.5.
Yeah, I mean,
I would be surprised when I'm told this is the volume. Like, fuck off. This is maybe like a 5.5 leading on to a 6.
yeah, it
But
doesn't
you've got
feel.
me drunk, and I'm not complaining.
Yeah, it doesn't taste that strong to you on the initial
Aye,
taste. Yeah,
and
I feel like a lot
that
of
is the worst thing.
a lot of the weight behind it is in the kind of back end. Like in terms of the taste, it's not that heavy, but it's really kind of on that back end where you get that little kind of, as you're saying before, that kind of little sizzle. But it's again, it's due to kind of the difference, or it's due to the fact that this is obviously different to a strong ale. With this is supposedly having more of a matured taste than a strong ale. I always thought the wine in the title was something to do with the process of making it, but it
That
is in
makes sense.
fact only named as such due to its strength, similar to that of a wine.
Fair enough. Class myself as educated.
Just a little bit of education there for you,
Mhm.
because with the logs you get fun, you get a good time, but also you get educated, and I think that's good for everyone.
Yes. So did we answer those questions? I feel like they just flew past
Can't
us.
remember.
You know what? When they were saying kind of like your comparisons between your premium ales and your craft beers, I feel like that's us. Tom, you're definitely kind of the more grounded ale drinker. Like, your bitters. And when it comes to me, I'm kind of going for this more crafty, floral, fucking stout marshmallow, anything
Yeah, you're right, man.
fancy and
You're right.
daft. I give it a try. And when it comes to things like ramrods or Spitfire, like your bitters, and so I appreciate that. This is what people are tuning in for, like the yin and the yang.
It's true, man. It's true. Yeah. Now you say it, I didn't really think about that, but yeah. I mean that question kind of it does kind of sum up what we both like in terms of or the kind of difference between what we both like. Definitely, but it's just a good moment to kind of enjoy your gold label and just say that I'm glad I have you in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's something that should be said more often. And I'm not going to cry because I promised myself I wouldn't cry, but I might do a little bit of crying, but I'm going to do it so people can't hear me. This is so good.
It's gotten to that point in the show, hasn't it?
Such a good time. I can't. I
Uh,
can't
if
hold it
I-
back here. I'm really sick. I'm really sick. Gold label. Too much.
I'm trying to be professional, but this cunt's making me laugh.
Are you
I'm
okay?
sorry.
Because I'm just checking you're okay. Because I'm
I
fine.
I
I'm
would
checking
just
you're
see
okay.
if there's an option on Skype that I can mute you.
Yeah.
I know I
Do
can
it,
turn your video
please.
off,
You
but
don't want to do
if I
that.
could find a way to shut you up,
You don't
that
want to
would
do
be
that. That's gonna
helpful.
be it's gonna be difficult. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't think Skype has a button for that. Yeah. Look, let's do it before. Well, do you want to sum up the beers first before we
Sure.
do anything else? They're both recommendations from me. Both very different. Blue Moon took me by surprise. Really good. Really looking forward to having a go on it. Again on draft and the gold label. Yeah, an old classic, an old favourite. Does the job. If you're looking to get hammered quite fast,
Yeah.
just obviously nothing else to it. No flavour. No. No actual enjoyability from drinking it. But you know what? If you want to get hammered in 0 to, I don't know what speed beers run in,
Now,
but
the
fast.
thing is,
Fast.
I need to do a
You're
little
right.
bit of research. I know you're doing like your kind of closing monologue, but I'm just going to kind of step in there and trip you up.
Please don't.
I could swear I saw 2 types of gold label
Yes.
in stores. So I need to find what the other one was.
We've had this conversation, right? We had this conversation the other day.
Yeah, but not on the show.
Oh, of course, yeah. Let's do it now. Pretend that we haven't had this conversation. There's 2 gold labels.
We've had it.
I can't believe you.
One was
What are
Barley
you
Wine.
saying? One was
something else.
One was Banks's, and Banks's do
No.
a.
It was definitely a gold label, and instead of special beer, I feel it was something stupid like hard lager.
You had a different one on your end, because I know down my end, Banks's do a barley wine as well.
Okay.
Are we not? What? We're not vibing.
I'm sorry, I'm just still offended by the term barley wine. Like, it's not. Stop saying wine. It's not. It's special beer.
It says on the can now, guy, right there. It says the number 1 barley wine.
Right.
Right at the bottom. You not see that?
Let's highlight the word special.
Yeah.
And we can see why you like it.
That describes you pretty.
Nice try. Okay.
He got there before me.
All right, Pickle, end the show.
Right, I think we should do it before we say something silly. Let's head
I feel
off.
that's what the last fucking 45 minutes has been.
Let's head off. Let's get our 8 hours and fight to live another day. I don't know how many units we've consumed tonight, but I'm sure it's a number. Stu, I was about to ask you to spin the hoop of hops, but before we go, we pretty much have a non-rotary circle now. We have a plate. We have a motionless plate. So let's
it's
mop
still
up.
spinning, but there's only 2 options.
Yeah. Let's mop up the last 2 tasty leftovers on there, buddy, and tell me, what are we doing next week for our final lottery selected brewski? And my throat area is making weird noises. So that's what's going on. But I'm into it. I'm down for it.
Okay, right. We all know you like a bit of choking, but let's have a look at the wheel. The hoop of hops.
This is the most anticlimactic.
There's only 2 beers left.
Hoop
It's just a
scene,
little wheel spinning, red and blue tiles.
You've got to remember that the audience don't know, so let's pretend that we are.
That's why I'm describing it.
Oh, that makes sense, actually. Yeah, you could.
So we have a red ale.
Yep.
And Tom, you obviously gave us this list of beer, which is like a list of imaginary beers to me, because I can never find any of this shit in my stores. But somehow it's there. So red ale, off the top of your head, what's a red ale, Tom?
Red ale, we've got a couple. The Irish red ale is one that's quite common, but a lot of craft beers are brewed under the kind of red ale style. So I think it's going to be not as easy as it has been to track some of these beers down, but we'll find one. We'll get to it, don't worry. And the other one, Stuart?
It is a mild ale.
Woo! Finally! Geez, some quality on the show. God damn it. Yeah, we've got a mild, so plenty to choose from. Again, I don't want to say any names because I don't want to get people excited and then not deliver. But again, very easily accessible. I'm looking forward to it because, again, it's not a very common beer these days, but one that I really love. So I'm looking forward to it. Which I just have like a blue Pokeball just staring at me.
Yeah, I'm just going through the last option. Spinning the wheel for one last time.
Just for old time's sake, babe.
Yeah, just to complete it. Just go full circle.
I like what you did there. Full circle. That was fantastic.
Every option, but Google Chrome is also crashing at the same time. This is making for...
Woo!
Let's stop
again.
sharing. Oh, look at it's an empty wheel now.
Gone. It's gone.
It's a grey wheel. There is no content. They've removed the mild ale. I suggest now, I'm saying it here because we can't take it back because it's been said live.
No.
We do another wheel next season, but we put brewers in there.
Oh, yeah. I think that would be a fantastic idea, dude.
Just go there, like just fucking throw up your brew dogs,
Come at us. Come at us, brewers.
Drygate, Stuart Brewer, just throw up all the brewers that are readily available, spin the wheel, and there's our beer.
Hell yeah, dude. I think that's a fantastic idea. We've got one more episode after our next one. That'll be our season finale, but we will be hand picking the brewskis for that one, which I'm looking forward to. But yeah, guys, as Stu said, next week we've got a fantastic combination of red ale and a mild. So really looking forward to that. Thank you, listeners, for joining us again. I've had a blast. Stu, how was it for you? Burp once for great and twice for career ending.
I'm tipsy, so the job is done.
I'm so happy for you. Guys, we're at the Lager Logs on social media. Come and be social with us over there, or forget that and just silently peer and dribble at our beer picks from the comfort of darkness. What would you recommend to do over there, young Stuart?
Just interact with us. If you find something that you like on our page, like it, leave a comment. Some people have been doing that to us this week. We're now
anybody would like to shout out?
Not at all. We've got 185 followers now, which is nice. We've kind of went up a couple more since last week. Actually, let's do a little shout out to Matt. I think his Instagram handle was Matt O'Rocker. That's me just paraphrasing after having 2 beers. He was suggesting some beer to us. It was like Cold Town Edinburgh Brewery. Ooh, and I managed to find that in a petrol station. So
local brewski.
Grabbed a couple of those tins. So I look forward to trying them.
Fantastic. Cheers, Matt. Appreciate that, dude. Thanks for listening and thanks for interacting with us on the old social media. Stu will tuck into that and let us know how he feels. Hopefully he will just completely rip apart and destroy your favorite beer and tells you that he hates it, because that's what he's known for doing.
Okay,
nice guy, real nice guy.
Settle down.
Cheers for spending some more quality time with us tonight. It's been a pleasure, and yes, this does count towards your community service. Bon voyage, booze hounds. Say goodbye, Stu.
Goodbye, Stu.